So what's up everybody, it's your boy again, Michelle, here on YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about my strategy, right? Someone to understand my strategy, they should somehow have gone through the same experience I have gone through until now, right? So that they can understand why I'm taking this position. Because it's not robotic, it's not algorithmic. It is somehow subjective sometimes. So it's not that difficult, right? It's not that difficult. Today I've made a video on one of the major topics, one of the main concepts we are going to be covering in my strategy, right? So if you have not watched it, go and watch that YouTube video. I'm going to put the link in the description box. Now this strategy, right, I've tried my best as I can to make it short. I made about 9 topics which I'm going to put in 9 different videos so that you don't get bored. Right? Only 9 different videos for the full strategy, which my Way Institute of Trading community are getting these results almost every week, and they're still me from getting this type of results up to getting this type of result, right? So when you are now following this strategy, I want you to follow it step by step as it is said, every word by word. Follow it as it is, right? You will hear someone in my inbox saying, that strategy which you used, the Way strategy you used on gold in the 15 minutes, I was using it on US oil in the 4-hour time frame. What? Just use it as it is. Just use it as it is. This is why I made this first video. The first video is going to be about the trading routine and the management rules of this strategy, right? So that people know the rules that are supposed to be used in this strategy and people follow as it is, right? I'm going to be telling you everything in detail. So first of all, in the morning, you're going to read the economic calendar. For economic calendar, I use the forex rate, right? The forex rate or the economic calendar, which is on TradingView, right? If you log into your TradingView and you add another tab, you see the selection where it is written economic calendars and events. You click that tab, it will show you the economic calendar, right? And you can filter the economic calendar to show you only the certain countries with the certain pairs you want to trade. Secondly, choose 3 top pairs, and I said 3. You hear someone saying I choose 5. Choose 3 top 3 pairs you want to trade for the day. I'm a day trader. I take 1 or 2 trades per day. Most of the days I take 1 trade because if it is a take profit, my trades are 1:3. I know that when I get a loss, right, I need to get 3 losses to go back to drawdown. So usually I'm satisfied with what? With 1 trade, right? But when the markets are giving me opportunity, I can take 2 trades. I only take 3 trades when I had 2 losses in the morning, so that with the hope that in 3rd trade, maybe I can cover back what the other losses. Since my trade is 1 to 2, I will cover back the other losses and also gain a profit. But if those 3 trades, if 3 consecutive trades don't work out, I close the charts for the day. So on your playlist, personally I trade 7 pairs, right? I'm going to list them. The first one is gold or USD. Secondly, GBP USD. Thirdly, GBP JPY. Fourthly, GBP CAD. Fifth, it's USD JPY, USD CAD, and AUD JPY. I trade JPY pairs most and GBP pairs, right? And gold. I taught my Way strategy to Itai, the guy who I always copy here. Sometimes you see him in my videos, right? He uses the same strategy to trade Nasdaq and also US debt, trading it in the entering in the 15 and 30 minutes time frame. He is in our community. If you get in our community, you can contact with him personally. If you are a person who likes trading indices. But personally, I only trade current pairs, excluding gold. Gold is the only one which is not a current pair that I trade. So in the morning, choose 3 pairs that you are going to trade out of the playlist you have. I don't care if you have 10 or 4, but choose 3 pairs. You don't want to have confusion. Choose 3 pairs that you have a clear direction, that you have a clear market strategy for the day, that you are going to be looking into trading. Almost every day I choose maybe 3 to 4 pairs, but I end up trading 1 pair a day, at maximum 2 pairs per day. And I have my profits. Right? I don't take many trades per day. First, you read the economic calendar. Second, you choose your top 3 pairs. Thirdly, look for the opportunity on those pairs that you selected. Do not look anywhere else. Look for the opportunities in those pairs that you saw in the morning. Now, this is the list of the things that we are going to be covering in the next 9 videos. 5 main things, right? Execution of trade. There's 5 main things. First of all, we have a trend. Then secondly, we have an optimum trading zone, which other people call area of interest. Thirdly, we have an additional confluence. And fourthly, we have an entry signal. I'm going to cover them, what they are about, in the following videos, in the coming videos. Right? And fifthly, we have exit. It is as important as entry, because how you manage your trade, right, during its play out, how you manage the trade during the play out, how you manage your emotions, how you manage it up to the exit. It is the one which is going to reflect the results that you are going to have on your P&L. Risk management, because it is my trade, because I have back tested it, because I know it, right? I'm telling you, do not ever risk more than 3%, whether you have a big account or a small account. Do not risk more than 3% using my strategy. Why? I have back tested it on more than 4 pairs, right? I shall also install the forex tester, right? And when we are going through the strategy, right, I'll be executing markets live while we are on back testing, right? I've back tested it on more than 4 pairs, right? More than 3 months worth of data on more than 4 pairs, right? In total, it was about more than 7 years worth of data of back testing. Each pair with more than 100 trades. And I have seen that my strategy has a win rate of 58 to 61%, 61% because I have used this strategy a lot of time. I have that win rate. But since you are going to be starting to use it right now, you might not have that high win rate. Right? You need to execute and keep executing until you are now used to the strategy, so that you can also get the same result. So I'm telling you, do not risk. Because let's say you risk 10%, and the strategy is 58%. Let's say the first 10 trades, just using probability, simple probability, the first 10 trades you are in the losing streak. It means you have already lost 40% of your account, or 50% of the account, right? So you don't want to experience that. But if you lose, I once went in a losing streak, which I lost 9 consecutive trades, right? That's just a losing streak. Just imagine when you are losing 10%, when you are risking 10%, or you are risking only 5%. 5 times 9, that's already 45%, nearly 50% of the account loss. That's why I'm saying you should never risk more than 3%. Because personally, I was risking 0.5%. When it is now drawn down, in total, it will be 4.5% drawn down. But when we are now gaining our profits, because I use a risk reward of 1 to 3, will be now up. And when you are now executing using my strategy, always make sure that you have a minimum of a 1 to 2.5. Whether it's gold, always make sure when you are entering a trade, if it doesn't give an opportunity of a 1 to 2.5, don't enter, because it does not have a high win rate. It has a very moderate win rate. Right? So never enter a trade when it has no risk to reward which is more than 1 to 2.5. Minimum 1 to 2.5 and above. Lastly, right, I'm going to talk on these 4 points which you should make sure that you follow. The first one is never trade on the news. One, never ever trade on the news. I'm not going to say this again. Second, avoid entering counter trend trade. I trade by the trend. My strategy is a trend is your friend strategy. You might do a strategy if you use trend reversals. If you try to aim for trend reversals, you are going to lose. And don't come to me, don't come to my inbox saying, yeah, your strategy doesn't work. I tried to enter this reversal following all the confluences. You have already missed the first confluence, which is trend. Never ever enter a counter trend trade or trend reversal. And the third one, move break even frequently. You see someone who is already in a 1 to 1.5 trade, right? And then they will say, at the end of the day, I lost that trade. Are you really a forex trade? Are you really a serious trade? Always protect your capital, right? If it is already in 1.5 or maybe 1, and it goes back to hit your stop loss, most probably that's where the market was going to give you up to. That the market was not so generous. When a trade is now in 1 to 2, put your stop loss in break even, maybe to only cover for commission or for spread, right? A little profit, maybe $20 or maybe a $2 profit, a small profit, only to cover for the expenses like spread and commission. If you leave your trade, it's floating 1 to 2.5 because we have a TP of 1 to 3. It's floating 1 to 2.5, 1 to 2.7, 1 to 2.9. It does not reach 1 S to 3. And then it starts going back, and you just walk, and it starts going back, and you keep on walking, and you are now in front, and you keep on walking. I don't know what to say. Always trail your stop, because after that you are going to lose a trade, which you even saw a lot of money, which is more than 1 to 1 on your risk to reward, and you have to start going to regret. And lastly, do not enter a trade which is less than 5 minutes. I'm not a scalper, I'm a day trader. Most of my trades, they take from 30 minutes, right? 30 minutes at the fastest trade. They usually take around 45 minutes to 2 hours to play out. We had a trade which we entered in 5 minutes last week on GBP USD, I think. We entered at 10 a.m. but it played out at around 2 p.m. in the afternoon, which is around 4 hours, but we entered it in 5 minutes. That's why I'm saying never enter a trade with a signal below the 5 minutes time, because I'm a day trader. And never enter a trade with a signal in the 30 minutes time, because I'm not a swing trade. You are going to intraday that trade, right? It's going to be an intraday trade, because you are either going to hold it up for 1 or 2 days, because your stop loss, if you enter in 30 minutes, obviously your stop loss is high, and the direction which you are going, it will be. That is not how my strategy works, right? We sometimes hold in our community. You have to join the community and understand where we hold, right? For now, I'm teaching you the day trading, the might way day trading strategy, not the swing trading strategy or the scalping strategy. So with that being said, guys, I will see you on the next video of the strategy. Peace out.